everyone, and welcome to Ria and Alka show. This week we've been talking about money mindset and success. Today we're going to lead the conversation, but before that, welcome. My name is Alka.
My name is Ria, and welcome to our show.
Today, Ria, we're going to be talking about chapter 3 from Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read this book has been a game changer for millions of people around the world. It's one of my favorites. It's really impacted me and how I view money, how I think about money, where my mindset is at around money. So let's dig in, because today I'm going to be sharing about chapter 3 from Think and Grow Rich, and the title is Desire. Now, if you remember, on Wednesday, I talked about this gentleman, Edwin C. Barnes, who had a burning desire to meet Thomas Edison, whom we all know today, the inventor of the light bulb. So he had that burning desire. So what this chapter really wants to hone into you all is that whatever desire you have, and it's also, money also comes in, which Ria has been sharing about money from Robert Kiyosaki's book. So money and your mindset around money, your thoughts around money play a huge role. And so Thomas Edison, like I mentioned, he had that desire, burning desire to meet Thomas Edison. And he didn't have money. And he thought to himself, how was he able to get a train ticket to go to New Jersey and meet Thomas Edison in his laboratory? But you know what? Where there's a will, there is always a way, and he found a way. He got to New Jersey, got on a train, got to New Jersey, and was standing in front of Thomas Edison. So friends, the parable here is that you need to set a goal. You need to set a goal so high that even you can't climb. You can't reach that goal. And so when you can't reach that goal, that is when you have that desire and strive even harder to fulfill what it is that the desire that you want, the person that you want to meet, the person that you want to work with. It all comes together. So Ria, when you think about burning desire, what is it comes to mind when you think of a burning desire and how you could achieve the desires that we want or that we look for? What would you say?
Yes, thank you, Alka. So desire is the starting point of all achievement. Last year in 2021, my burning desire was to grow and scale my apartment business. I wrote in my journal that I'll have more than 120 apartment units, for 2021, right? And I didn't know how I was going to get to my 120. I didn't know, where my funds will come from. I didn't know anything. All I know was that by the end of 2021, I will have more than 120 apartment units. So my burning desire was that. Now, I also know from mentors the attack speed. Without this sense of urgency, the burning desire will fade away. The burning desire will be lost. So for everyone, my mentor told me attack speed is very important. So for any of you who has a burning desire to achieve something, you've got to do an attack speed. Attack it right away. Don't procrastinate. Don't overanalyze things. once you know about it, execute it. Try to execute. Don't overanalyze. So with me, I wrote down in my goal, within 1 year, I'll have more than 120. And, my team and I, my Florida team and I closed on 135 apartment units. And that's just not counting the 67 apartment units that my husband and I. So when you have a burning desire and you put it out in the universe and you act on it, it's going to fall in the right place. I didn't know how I was going to get it, but I collaborated with others. I networked with other people, and I looked for the funds to buy that 135 apartment units, and they all fall in line. But the tax speed is the key to any burning desire.
Well, you know what? You got to find who's got your money, who's got my money, as Grant says, who's got your money. So yeah, being in the right place, being at the right time, the right place, you will, find connections, you will find lenders. If Ria hadn't gone, and if she hadn't taken the action, because that's what it's all about. It's about taking actions. You may have a burning desire, and that is great. We love that. We love that, friends, for you to have the desire that you want, the outcome you want. But without the desire or the desired goals that you have, like we said, even reading a book is knowledge. But what is knowledge if you don't implement on that? You don't take actions on that. So that is the most crucial point. So I absolutely agree. You got to have that. You got to set goals for yourself. You got to make sure that, you are in the right place at the right time for people to fund you money. If you don't have money, you can find lenders in the room, but you've got to be able and willing to take on those steps. You've got to be able and willing to take actions. So those actionable steps, just like Edwin C. Barnes, he took the action. He didn't know where the money was coming. He didn't have money, but he didn't know where the money was going to come from. But he had the burning desire. He had a thought. He wanted to work with Thomas A. Edison. So that was a wish. But that wish became true because he took the action. And so all the mentors, everyone in Think and Grow Rich book, they have one premise, and one premise alone is that you got to have a burning desire, and with that burning desire, you got to take actions. So friends, you got to take actions. And just that, Ria, I love what you said, that sometimes we don't know where money is going to come from. We don't know that. But it's not the question of, how, because how will happen, right, Ria, right? Like you said, you didn't know where the money was going to come from. How am I going to do this? How? We can keep on saying that, but leave that to God. So Ria, can you share your final thoughts? What would you say to that?
Yes, thank you, Alka. Like what you said, burning desire is the key to everything. Number 2 is the attack speed, right? Don't let, analysis paralysis overtake you. Attack it right away. And 3rd is, if you are willing, if your burning desire is greater to change, is greater, right? If your burning desire to change is greater than the desire to stay the same, everything will happen. You will figure out a way to make things happen.
Absolutely. You will always figure out a way, because, where there's a will, there's always a way. But you gotta, to be able to find that way, you've got to have the will, the willingness, and the able to have the ability to change yourself, to have the ability to know what it is that you want, the purpose that you want to be on. So I know this chapter 3, I know this book alone is very powerful. I know the book is very, you've got to digest it very, very carefully to really implement on what the steps you want to take. So my final points that I would share is that you got to have the perseverance. You got to know what is your purpose, because that purpose is going to allow you to win. So without a purpose, a definite purpose, a definiteness of purpose you've got to have, because without that, nothing is possible and nothing can ever come about if you don't have a definite purpose on what is the course of action, what is your purpose, what is your mission, and what is your vision that you see for yourself and or you see for your company. Just like Edwin C. Barnes had the vision to partner with Thomas A. Edison. So I just want to leave that thought with you, friends, that, have a burning desire so big that you really have that definite of purpose. So Ria, any final thoughts as well? Maybe you might want to share too.
Let's go get our goals done.
Exactly.
Burning desire while it's hot. Strike while the iron is hot.
Exactly. Strike while the iron is hot, and don't procrastinate. Go after your goals. Take actions and be that the burning desire that you always want, that you want to be fulfilled. So friends, we have come to the end of another show. It's the end of the week. I cannot believe it's already Friday, but have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing weekend.